So hello everybody, welcome to tonight's Crusader Kings release pleasure, I don't know. We're playing some Northern Lords today and the soundtrack is already giving me some good vibes. They really changed a lot there in the background. I like that stuff. So I plan tonight to just dive a little bit into that DLC and see what we can do. Just start a Iron Man game and play some Vikings. Definitely gonna play some Vikings, so let's spread the news before we get started. So here we go. Alright. That's done, and let's get started. So I really got a little bit of a hard time deciding where to go and which place to play. So I already realized that things are looking a little bit different now. The North's people do look a little bit more authentic. We got new background loading screens as well. So let's see. I really like how they look now, and the DLC basically just added some more depth into the whole culture there. More events for the Norse cultures, new options for the dynasties. I really want to play some there. So where do we go? What will we do? It's a wild time in that era, and I'd really like to start either in Great Britain or in Scandinavia. It's hard to decide. It's basically just a style decision, but also a little bit how difficult we want it to be. UK or Scandinavia? I mean, both have their charms, and well, I think we're going to conquer Great Britain. I did the this ruler in a YouTube series before, so it could be a fun thing to go another time into the Nordic path down here to check out the differences, but at the same time it's a pretty difficult gameplay here because we're surrounded by Catholics and they don't like the Nordic people, and basically it's a lot easier to just convert into Catholicism there. No, I think we're going to play over here where the Norse people live. Hey Zeus! Hi there, welcome. So I'm still pondering where to start, but I think with grand strategy games it's only fitting to do that. And of course, hi to everybody. Hey Cognito, welcome. And happy to see that you guys had a successful relaunch of the meme channel in the Discord. Hey Yoga, you're at my home turf. So you mean Crusader Kings, or what's your home turf in that scenario? I'd be happy if we had somebody who's also playing that game. These guys look really small. The country. Ah, okay. So, anybody want to select some area? I mean, I don't really care. Because as far as I see things, we're going to be at war most of the time. Oh, you play Crusader Kings as well. Great. I only dived into the franchise with the third part because it's always pretty hard to get into Paradox games after they have released a few DLCs. It's a grind fest with the money, and when Crusader Kings 3 was released, I was quite happy to join the train, and I didn't regret a thing. This game is awesome. It's one of the best games in that genre I've ever played. And we've only just begun here. It might be pretty complicated, but it's a good way of being complicated. So I think it doesn't really matter which one I pick. The smaller the country, the more difficult it is to survive in the early game. We could just take one of those guys, but that would be... I mean, I think... Isn't he even a background thing? The Duchies, like Smallland, are a bit slow to start. Yeah. I did a start here in Great Britain once, where I was... well, it's not... It was in the more advanced era where I just played one guy in the center of Great Britain. At some point I controlled most of UK, but it took us a few decades before we were able to topple a few problems. So we're going to stick with Upland because, like you said, slow starts. We're going to stream that. I think it's fun if we go not for the slowest start here. So Iron Man enable, because I really love to play Iron Man. Okay, there's no more higher difficulty level. Just wanted to check out if I would want to have it different, but no. Okay, we're going to start here. Unless somebody has a special wish, I'm going to take a sip of tea and wait for a special wish there. Just kidding, I'm thirsty. So, because these other guys, they are all quite small, and this place, for starters, I don't know how to pronounce that. And raiding, yeah, that's the specialty of these guys. I don't know how to pronounce that, and I don't want to be that up in the northern areas. So Upland I can somehow pronounce. Okay, let's get started. Oh, you receive prestige rewards for that as well? I didn't play Vikings too much. I played a lot of the era afterwards. And when I was playing Vikings, I sometimes didn't manage the rating system well. Okay, let's get started. We got a military power of almost 1.2k. That's a nice start. Holdings 3 of 3, not the worst. Oh, we're a good diplomat. Juicy. I like diplomats. Diplomats make the stability of my realm a lot better. So my starting area is Sigtuna. Okay. So what do we have here? How much money do I have? Almost nothing. We are building mostly with prestige and a little bit with gold. I love that economy. Ah, we convert the gold into prestige. Okay, I see. I didn't really manage to discover that. Okay, this looks a little bit different than before. So I'm going to take a moment and absorb the new DLC where I can already see it. So we have blood sacrifices now as a tenet, or however that thing is. Yeah, those are tenets. So executions earn piety instead of costing piety. Able to hold grand sacrifices around once a decade for the same faith, subject, and popular opinion. That's definitely new. Yeah, I said that wrongly. I understood it like that. Converting would mean that I lose the one thing. Sorry. But good that you pointed out. But I assumed it would work like that, thanks. So, let's see. Male-dominated, pluralist. I think there's not much which doesn't work as before. Seems like this got a little bit reworked. Let's see. Decisions. Oh, that's more than usual. Adopt feudal ways, strengthen bloodline, found a new kingdom, secure the high kingdom of the North Sea, okay. Forge the Joms Vikings, found a group of pious Vikinger to defend the old ways, okay. Hold Grand Blot, oh, okay. Raise Runestone. You are at war, you do not fulfill requirements, okay. That sounds like fun. Commission Epic, is that a new one? I think it is. Host a feast. Determine personal deity. I can't remember that I had that done before. So I think there's a lot of new stuff here. Cool. Alright, we dive into diplomacy, and we're already really good at that. So, sway scheme power, prestige per dread. Oh, that's really good. Personal deity is good. Was that in the game before the Northern Lords DLC, or is that... I didn't play for a few patches, that a little bit out of the knowledge. Level of fame impact. Well, that ain't that good because we don't have that much fame yet, but it's new. Alright, thanks. That's really helpful because this game is so massive and I've only got around 70 hours in it. That's for such a game, that's almost nothing. So, focus. I didn't choose a focus. Diplomacy. Foreign affairs. I think I want the one with the prestige gain, because prestige is that important for Mike. You get to choose a Norse god. Oh man, that's awesome. So let's do that. So Odin, devotee of Odin, intrigue, Uller, martial, Thor, stewardship and combat prowess. Holy moly. Freyr, fertility and control. Piety per dread. Possibly an idea. Movement speed in provinces affected by winter. Ah, well, Thor sounds pretty delightful. Let's check this out. Well, I'm not that bad of it. I'm not that bad with martial either. Yeah, well... But I'm really bad with stewardship. More stewardship is always good because that only means more holdings. Intrigue, well, this guy is... Odin would be a waste on this guy. Yeah. I think Thor would be not the worst, or Uller, for more martial power. How was that domain limit? We don't get to read out how much I just want to know if 2 points more would result in one more holding, but I think we can check that out by highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. So I think we're going to stick with Uller, because martial is good and advantage at winter. I have no clue how powerful that actually is. But we're going to see how powerful it will be. But more war power is always good in this environment. Hey, Hyorin! Welcome! Happy to see that you made it tonight. Cheers. Call hunt. Well, that's nothing really new. Okay, so organizing that bunch in the beginning is the worst part. So we're at war to begin with. Holy... So, wait a sec. We are attacking... How do I have to understand that? Why am I involved in that? We are attacking them together. I start with this condition. Okay. Typical Crusader King scenario. You start with the game and you're like, what is happening here? And after a while it's real fun. Okay, so I start out with these guys and we're at war with here. Okay. So we have way more military power than I assumed. Okay, that'll be fun. We also start with a ton of money, with a ton of prestige to begin with, but not enough money to build anything here. Okay, so let's see. We should definitely just go over there and start some business here. Wait a sec. It's not my troops. That's also not my troops. I misconcepted. Okay. This is... Why are we at war with these? And should I actually really do something? Most Nordic countries get dragged into that war. I see. It's just, well, I don't think I need to react on that right now. It's really far away from me. If I understand that correctly, it's only this part. Well, we are attacking these three guys. And if I understand that correctly, I can't just decide if I want to join or not. You can ignore it, yeah. That's what I assumed right now as well. But it's really important to pay attention to early game wars, because I feel like the early game is the worst part in this game. During the early game, you can be destroyed that easily, and we can declare war with everybody. Man, I love this culture. No casus belli shenanigans. If that guy's weak, just eat him. Okay, awesome. So we should be... I can't raid while I'm at war. Okay. Can't really remember which version I played of this game. It is very winnable, I know, but I don't want any holdings on this side of the map, and, well, I could... Okay, we're going to do it out of a certain reason, and that's friendship with the guys that make that do this war, because it's really good if you have friends among wolves. You mostly played CK2. That completely is went past me. I don't know. You weren't there when I mentioned that CK2. I noticed the game when a lot of DLCs were already released, and I never felt the urge to spend that much money. And with Paradox games, if I don't own all the DLCs, I'm unhappy. So, back then I spent my bucks into Stellaris. You think you just get prestige and opinion from that war? I think so too. But we should be able to plunder some coins from those holdings as well. And I don't have any problems money-wise. We could also take hostages and sacrifice them. So war is something I should definitely use instead of ignore. It is a lost chance, basically. And these guys are quite weak to begin with. Got by with big expansions, I see. Yeah, well, nowadays it's free. You can play the whole thing for free. But, well, I didn't want to after I already bought CK3 going back. Blots are expensive, though. But regular sacrifice of prisoners gives me dread and piety, so there's also something to gain. Or we just ransom them and gain some money to build new structures with. Because right now I don't have money to build anything in my holdings, so I see. Thanks for the info. So I guess I wasn't the first one being hyped about the Northern Lords DLC. I was really looking forward to that. I was somewhat disappointed because I was hoping for something else. I know, you know, it's again, Vikings. I feel like the base version of CK3 was already very Viking based, but then again, it's really well made. What can I say? I really like that so far. So we got our first siege victory, and yeah, 17 gold into the treasury. That's really good. I think we should instantly invest that into our holding there. Maybe. I don't know the pricings here. So 75 gold. I want those war camps. I want the gathering halls too, but the war camps, more knights and more levies are that powerful. I don't need the gathering halls this much right now, but an extra knight is really, really good. So, and yes, I did not expect the Viking pack. Yeah, me neither. But, you know, they did it pretty good as far as I see it right now, so it's okay. I was kind of like amused because Vikings are quite en vogue these days. Like we had Valheim, now we have this. I really don't think that... Oh, wait a sec, we should join our people here. This is a big army there. I really don't think that the Paradox developers did that because Valheim was big right now. I think it was more like a coincidence that these teams were working on the same things at the same time, and all of a sudden it just happened. But, well, I don't mind. We will get a different content in the near future, I'm pretty sure. And there are already really cool DLCs. The Vampire DLC I really want to dig in the near future as well, because that really sounds cool too. Aw, we're being raided. Damn. Well, can't change that. Right now I have no capacities to defend that. So... there's a lot of military movement there. I wonder if they try to tackle me down there. But we are stronger at winter. They have very, very low quality. I would even try to tackle that. I love the occult CK stuff. Yeah, well... So... oh, dang. Help, guys! Nah, we're doomed here. Well, whatever. It's not the end of the world. We lost a Chancellor. Long live the Chancellor. So... recruit a guest. Ambitious, temperate, and stubborn. Well, I don't know. But he's good at this job. Alright, let's do this. Alright. I'll send my armies now home. We did a participation and I want to... I don't need more than that. I don't think that I am able to participate that much more. So... whoops. Okay, we have... we could take that guy. Yeah, okay. Hi, Skytax. Yeah, sure, you can ask something. No worries. Alright, meanwhile our brave Vikings are crossing the sea. Only because I stream another game, that doesn't mean that I'm not answering questions about different games. That's if it goes into a lengthy discussion, though, I would like to shove it into a different medium. Is there an option to fuse to? Yes, there is a NPC which you unlock quite early in the game, which allows you to fuse creatures together, and you can alter the stats of the critters, and you can even, if I understood that correctly, combine two traits on one critter, which is really, really powerful. So you just need to play the main story. Or how does the level work later on? Well, you reach a certain point where you can level up to the point where, well, to the level of your highest critter, so... because my first class... well, once you played the main story long enough, you can learn other specializations and you can switch to your character class then. Don't worry too much about that. You don't need to play that deep, or you just restart if it's something you really don't like to play. So, I think we didn't like that guy. You lose stress. Wow, okay. We're quite happy that this guy is no more. And my buddies here have won the war. Let's disband them for now. So, Petty King Alfgar. Who are you? The Northumbrian guy. Okay. I don't want to have too much partake in your Great Britain warfare. I want to do a nice Norse empire here. So, you can negotiate alliances. Okay. Lanarkshire, Lothian. Oh, well. My daughter, Queen Ingrid, has been quarreling with her grandmother Aslak for days. Just now I can overhear them arguing in the next room over. Oof. Okay. You guys, I don't get into a fight between women. Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for those wars to subside, because I want to conquer something in my vicinity here. Just waiting for them to be finished. Or, well, I don't need to. I should wait, though, until my armies are refilled. Thanks a lot about Tribalist. Yes, Tribalists work in two ways, though. They benefit from the same class, that would be nature, death, and such, and from the same race. So ideally, a Tribalist team shares the same class and the same race. So you go for nature and wasps, for example. That's the biggest combo. It's a coincidence, but I unlocked the Tribalist a while ago. So what do we have here? We get an offering to receive a concubine. That's new. So, gains opinion of Jalbjörn. Yamtaland. Where is Yamtaland? So, that's my neighbors up here. Not the worst idea. They are as strong as I am. And we could use the alliance there. Alright, nice to see that, Skytex. I will do some more Seralim stream in the future too. Maybe after this one. I'm not sure about this yet. But I really like to stream that game for some casual gameplay to chill out. So don't you worry. Alright, we take the concubine from that guy. And also, I wonder if we are able... Well, we can't form an alliance yet. Can offer other people now concubines. That's a new feature. Interesting. Okay, my military strength is well enough to give those guys a nice little war. So let's conquer that county. Wow. That didn't sound that cool in the past. They really worked quite well on the soundtracks. This gives such a epic feeling to this whole flair. I really hope they do that for other cultures as well. Because if they can deliver this kind of quality with other cultural areas, I am very, very happy to buy all the other DLCs. I really like well-made flair and fluff. I suggest creating a men-at-arms regiment after this war. Oh yeah. Let's see. If I remember correctly, for this culture we are paying that with... Yeah, that's so good. Other cultures, men-at-arms are so costly. Normal levies are just meat shields, yeah. Absolutely. Sometimes I forget that this culture does most things with prestige. So, what is that? Diplomacy, martial, and prestige bonus. Perfect. But we don't need any men-at-arms at this point. So let's fast this'll go, and what kind of units we can take here. So Charles Hrain wants to give me... Wait a sec. No, I want to decide that myself. You guys, stop throwing women at me. So, of course, you don't check your back for a moment and suddenly you are at war. So I think we should definitely think about... There's so many new racial units. Okay. So let's see. We don't need to go that costly. Spearmen and archers look good. And skirmishers. So I want to have this and that. Alright. Nice to know. I mean, I never dug too deep into the mechanics of this game, but I think we are truly in trouble at this point because these guys do have some army to fight us, but, well... I don't want to drop the siege at this point, so... I wonder if the men-at-arms I just recruited are automatically here. I don't think so. I think we need to rally them. Yeah. As soon as they have formed, though. Alright, one war after another. So we won that one. Did we take any hostages? No. Okay. So let's resolve that war. Enforce the demands and take that. Alright. Now, I should be strong enough to just punch them out of the saddle here. And we gained additional taxes. Nice. Alright. One step after another. I wanted to do this. Managing the domain gives me another realm slot. No, the class is the element and the race is like the wasps. It's this way. It's a little bit complicated at the first glance, but class is like element. I would rather call it element, but I don't know. So armies are quite even, but I gained the trade one-eyed and I gained the trade wounded. Great. You are at death's doorstep. Well, that's good news. But I think we're winning that one right now quite hard. Alright. That's quite good that we were able to give them a nice slap on the wrist. So I should be actually able to counter that war, except for the fact that I'm maimed right now. No problem, Skytex. No problem. But the only thing I really wonder now is, would we receive... Yeah, that's our men-at-arms there. So, I do have an heir, don't I? Eirik Brynson. Okay, he's even married. Okay. So... let's give them a nice little punishment for invading my holdings. Show these dogs their place. I might be dying because of that, but little do I care. Alright. Looks like I might be even able to catch their army. You will probably win. I will most likely win. I hope. Alright. Well, they got some commander advantage on us, though. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but could be worse. Titles can be created, well, and we got not enough champions. That is indeed a problem. So let's check out the court. There's this is really, really bad. So this guy, this should be a champion to pick. Prowess is okay, but he's a brilliant strategist. Okay. 7 gold. Cheap. Alright. So, let's see. Didn't the knights turn up here before? I'm confused. I was so sure that I was able to configure my knights in the military tab. Am I wrong? Did they move that feature? I love this game. This is just like playing Stellaris. I know how the game works, but every now and then I'm like, where is that feature again? Where can I configure that? But seriously, shouldn't be my knights. Ah, here. There's the button right in front of me. Good. So, I don't want my player heir in the army. Let's take that Ormer guy. There we go. Way better. 1.5k military power now. Also way better. Let's give them another beating. They will regret the day they declared war on us. There we go. We're chasing you down. And hopefully take some hostages one day. But it doesn't look like I am doing that. So, where is that holding here? Is that a holding we can plunder? Ah, no, here it is. Sometimes I really got trouble finding the holdings. This is my only war currently, yeah. They declared war on me while I was declaring war on somebody else, so we're basically right now just going on revenge. So, oh, a new child and a daughter-in-law. Okay, not bad. We could. Does that mean that? I wonder if I can give daughter-in-law away as a concubine. You have died. But sadly, my son is a way worse ruler than I am, and he's also already wounded. And okay. Yeah, what a good start. Losing my really cool character. Burning banner is always on top of the city, at least the most important cities. Thanks. Thanks. That's really helpful. So, I want the chivalry focus. I really like the military advantage in these things. And I don't think he will be living that long. So, probably, well, hope he will live a little bit longer. So, oh my god, these guys are really not good at what they're doing. So, this was a really, really harsh blow for my fledgling little empire. We might have won the war, but we lost a really strong leader. And also I have to give away one of my holdings in the next time to avoid penalties. But I will conquer that town. Very unfortunate, yeah. That happens so rarely that the first war you go into, bam, mutilated and instantly death. Okay. I've fought a lot of wars with the Vikings in the early game, and I gotta say, that never happened to me. But, you know, you should not be leading your armies yourself. It's just as it is. I don't know if I think I could have avoided that by not putting my personal character into the army, but like I said, roughly 75 hours in this game, or 72 or something like that. This is far from being an experienced player here. Okay, we can enforce our demands, and we got a prisoner, so we could ransom that boy for 10 gold, or we could go for a nice good old-fashioned execution. So here we go. You guys go back home with your tail between the legs. Nice. So that went way better than I anticipated. You went into a bit too many battles as well. That was the first battle. It happened when I defended my home country from their big army. After that, nothing happened anymore. Yeah, the capital was what I wanted. So, the runestone. It is customary among the Norses to erect carved monuments to commemorate important events. We will gain piety, prestige. All modifiers are stronger when erected in cultures that use runestones. One of your counties will receive Ancestral Runestone, Conquest Runestone, Cloud Runestone. Ooh. Cool. Alright. Yeah, let's do this. I got a lot of money. And I feel like it is a very fitting thing to do. I always end up role-playing somewhat when I play this game, so... My departed father, Björn. Yeah, that's what I really would say. You want me to pay how much for a giant painted boulder? No. That monument should speak of his deceased father. I feel like that's really, really good. No. The death was... he was already at death's door when the first fight was over. I was basically only using his dying breath to conquer the rest of that country. Maybe I could have saved him though, but maybe you're right about that. I'm not sure. Now that I've decided what to put on my runestone, the question remains where to place it. So, don't think that I want to. I don't want to put it down in Seilanger, but what is this area? Here, middle part. I won't be keeping that. Let's see, Upland, no. Here, we're going to take that one. Okay, but I'm bleeding prestige. How come? Unraised man-at-arms. Under concubine limit. Okay, we can do something about the concubine limit. So, let's see. Here. Always a good choice in these cultures for me is taking your priestess as concubine. That always serves many purposes at once, but we're not done yet. So, well, let's see. One of those people will definitely give me one. A grand blot. Okay. I don't think that these things are too smart to do right now, but I want to try them out during this stream, you know. So, deciding the scale of the festival, selecting what or who to sacrifice. I should have saved the boy, hey? Gaining or losing popular opinion, character opinion, depending on your tenets and subject's faith. Right. We should do that after another war. I don't feel like this is right now a good choice to do. So this guy, we're going to pick him up. And we're going to... Where was it again? How did that work again? Here, grant titles. I want to give him that area here so it's gone. And we don't need to worry about being above the domain limit. So, unraised men-at-arms to give me a... That's interesting. Was that always this harsh? Can't remember. So... I think I'm going to eat this place next. But first I want to replenish my men-at-arms. Oh, it was because the... because these guys were not raised yet. In the means, like, not complete. Now I understood it. Okay. So, I think we should be just raise an army. And we're going to make them raid a bit. Sparring with one of my soldiers. Okay. Sparring? Well, yeah, we're going to do that. So, I win! Awesome. Let's end it here. Well fought. I gain prestige, he gains opinion, and I gain the trade practice duel. That's more prowess. You gain dread, he gets wounded. Nah. We already had a pretty hard time here. And I don't think it's necessary to do that. Or wait a sec. I'm going to raid Yamtaland. Hey Soul Ghost, long time no see. Happy to see you again. I was thinking about you a few days ago. I was wondering, like, when will people come back I know from back when I was still playing League of Legends. Fun. I love it how life works sometimes. Hope you're feeling fine. Really happy to see you again. You are always a welcome sight here in the channel. Alright, my character is not wounded anymore. Alright, we captured. It's time for the Sacrificial Ritual. Haha. Okay, one more. Oh, we can't? I really thought we could. Or can I only raid once? No, we're not carrying that much loot here. Do your neighbors get angry when you demolish your opponent even if he starts the war? I think it depends on if they are friends or not. I honestly don't know. So why can't I rate these holdings? Ah, I need to go where the torch icon is visible, I guess. No. Why are we not rating anymore? Well, maybe we need to carry the loot back home after. I really thought you could raid more than that. I'm pretty sure I'm doing something wrong there. Good to see you too. I was quite busy last minute. Yeah, well, it's not... it's more I'm streaming again. I was building my YouTube channel in the last year and things, and Well, I dropped League of Legends because that game is just way too toxic, and I really didn't enjoy my time anymore, and, you know, well... I feel like the people that did that, the people there are just... I'm very disappointed with Riot Games. Long story short, I'm just very, very disappointed with Riot Games. Because I really feel
This is very personal.
I feel like I'll need to tune down the volume of my voice box. So, thank you so much, Soul Ghost. That's so kind of you.
This is very personal.
2 subs, man. Thank you so much. Alright, I think we're not going to raid anybody anymore. Raised voices at the Tingmead.
This is very
Oh my
personal.
god! Thank you so much, guys. You're crazy. Tingmeads are a necessary chore for any decent Jarl, with all the free men in the area turning up to discuss local affairs, and as to be expected. So what can we do? I struggle to follow the details. Yeah, me too. Through all the yelling, but it seems as though men from country I cannot pronounce are squabbling over a village along the border with Upland, with both groups claiming the land.
You're welcome.
Alright. So, thanks for the follow, Skytex. You're welcome, like my friend Timo likes to say. Thank you so much, guys. You're awesome. I hope you know that. So, Gestricalandians are right. Upland has my support. So, building costs, popular opinion downside. Are good Gestricalandians going to take this from Upland? Okay, we would get more opinion. They'll all tire themselves out eventually. My man here is a horrible diplomat. He would just go away and be like, do it yourself. Role-playing. Whenever CK3 gets too complicated on me, I think, like, my character would be as overwhelmed as I am. Let's start role-playing. Might be not the most pro choice to do, but it's a fun choice. Alright. There we go. So, I really feel like, well, how much can we press out for that? Not too much. Alright, let's restock the men-at-arms and probably conquer the next area here. So, I want to increase the sizes of these regiments as well. More Vikings. So basically we spend prestige while we're raising these units. I think it's you could explain it like we're trying to raise voices and convince people that it's good to follow us, and that does lower our prestige. That's actually not that dumb. Alrighty. So, long story short, I stopped streaming for quite some time, built up my YouTube channel, and now I am back, and I won't go away this time. I'll stay. Because I really am now where I wanted to be. So these guys are attacking a neighboring country while we are attacking them. Ha. I don't want to be in your shoes right now. Alright. Man, I love that background music. This is so friggin' atmospheric. Way better than any base game experience so far. And they have a lot of tracks at the same time. It's not always the same music. Really like that. I'm only concerned that some other bloodhounds will be on my tails now and attacking me. So, here we go. Oh, it's, oh, we were raiding the other time. It's just very unlucky. Look at that. The bar is hidden behind the army's tag. That was happening there. So I guess we were raiding when we were there, but I just didn't see. Okay. Despite successful besieging, a fortification has restrained troops. Okay. We have to spend some prestige. Okay. Whatever. Doesn't really change anything. So, it comes from nowhere, hitting me clean in the temple. Snowballs, okay. My son threw a snowball at me. So, well... What kind of personality has he? He's a calm, humble, and cynical person. Yeah, well, we go for a little snowball fight here. I think that's pretty cool. The music is nice. Also listen to that kind of music. Absolutely. Me too, me too. Wow. Nice. So, well, I'm not able to read Futhark, but I have dabbled quite deep into the meaning of those runes, and well, as long as I have a book to look up things, I can interpret runes quite well in a, like, occult meaning. I had quite some fun in my teenage years with that. And, yeah, I really like that culture. That's why I keep coming back there, so... You are mine now. There we go. And we got a lot of prisoners. I was looking forward to that. Now... Do I need some prestige for the Grand Bloat? I think yes. So, a new lifestyle perk. So, enduring hardships. Well, soldiers of lesser fortune. Ooh, mercenary cost down. I love mercenaries. I love mercenaries so much. They are so good as a last resort card. When you're like, whoops, things are going downhill, then you can go for some mercenaries if you have enough money. I really like that. So you receive a title. He's going to receive that. Alright. Domain problem solved, and now I'll just gather up the necessary prestige, and then we're going to have a nice little ritual sacrifice. Nordic style. But my prestige gain is really not that high. Well, okay, it's because of the, mostly because of the unraised man-at-arms. So... Why do they... Holy side Rana, I don't understand. They are fully raised, though. This game always does things I don't understand. So, Småland. Okay, they were allied with Sigurdur. This guy is yet another big dog here in the pond, so I have to respect that. Okay, we need... Will I gain... I'll gain Dread and Piety, so... well, guess I need to go a little bit more raiding to gain that prestige. So, raise local raiders, raise local army, no. Let's see. How strong are these guys? What? They got such a low military power? We should definitely dig our fangs into that. The High Chiefess is pregnant. That's a very good thing to see. Alright, here we go. Training a warhorse. Gain... Oh yeah, we want... So, say inspect the stables. My gaze is drawn to a stallion kept away from all others. He throws his head and stumps his hooves, displaying his powerful hindquarters and well-arched neck. Okay. Stat, night effectiveness, light cavalry damage. I don't... Yeah, well... This guy's not that smart, and he's also vain, so... Alright. Likely to work well with high prowess and bold personality. Diplomacy, definitely not. Intrigue, so his prowess is the best thing he has. So, trained unruly horse, so we get at least half the bonus, but stress, because we were not doing it successfully. Now, alright, that's good enough. We can, oh well, let's keep raiding. It's fun to raid. Oh, I can raid them here? Okay, whatever. Let's disband them. They played their part. Available Dynasty Legacy. Already? Usually they come that later. So, there are a lot of new things as well here. So, Adventure, Wanderlust, Diplomatic Range, Sent to Varangian Guard, ooh, Sea Wolves, more prowess, more naval speed, prestige and fame from battles, 100%! Sick. House of Warriors, prowess +2. Mostly fair, popular opinion, hunt and feast cost. No, blood, noble veins, erudition, desirable match, bounteous loins. I think these are new. So we're going to learn the Sea Wolves, because I really think we're going to go down this road. I like the prowess bonus, but this one looks so good. Okay. So, all right, let's go for the big sacrifice, because I'm curious about that. Alright, although smaller blood are held for many occasions through the year, once a decade the Azatruans of Upland come together for a grand celebration and, most importantly, a grand sacrifice. Though plentiful blood is shed for the gods, the meat of the offerings goes to the faithful. Such a rich feast usually makes for an incredible party. Of course, such an affair is expensive, and certainly not all Azatruans need to be invited. Every lord and commoner in the Jarldom is invited. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it big. And then, well, I think I have no resources right now for a war. No. We had to do a giant sacrifice. It was important. It's not a wise choice to do that. In terms of min-maxing or such things. So, I would really love to pronounce that, but no chance. A blot can be both a grand and a small affair. By tradition, they also include both human and animal sacrifices, so... Tradition matters. Men and animal alike. So, let's see. A decent array of animal sacrifices bring forth a beast or fowl for every man. So... And I think we're going to go big here. This guy will be mainly remembered for his great parties. He's a bad ruler, but he did great parties. And maybe his son is a lot better. We could go for, let's see. The guests at the bloat are so numerous that they blanket the area around the temple, sending up a cacophonous roar as a pack of fearsome-looking prisoners and magnificent livestock are marched to the altar. The first sacrifice threshes ferociously as the Godar throttle his life away, the light in his eyes lasting till the first animal is slaughtered. Human corpses to the hanging tree, animals to the cooking fires. All gore is collected in a bowl, and Godar use it to paint the walls of the temple inside and out. Truly a spectacle worthy of the gods. Okay. So, who is this guy? Oh, well, this is my priestess, I think. Right, okay. But how to pronounce something which is DH? Is it simply D? Or, okay, let's see. Every invited other true noble, or at least count rank, gains opinion of me. It would be really powerful. Time to rub shoulders with the common muck. So this would be popular opinion. We're going to impress the nobility with that. Stress gain or not. The other Nordic people will think twice about attacking such a pious man like me. And after that, off to some raiding we go. Because my prestige wallet is a little bit empty. Alright. Let's raid that little boy's county. Whoa, or not. I would do that if I were you. I wouldn't do that. I told you I wouldn't do that. So, an unworthy challenge. At first I thought the simple footman... Okay. Oh, there's somebody challenging me. And he's really has a lot of prowess. However, the battle proved hard. Okay. So... I think... all of a sudden I have a lot of prestige, but I'm not going to recruit this guy. I'll take the extra prestige bonus there because it's just that good. A feast! Yeah, of course. Feasts are always good. Alright. Oh no, somebody's boring me. Okay, wait a sec. We can gain friendship here. I could not care less. Yeah, well, let's talk about religion. Why not? And we gained a friend. Alright, not bad. I really like that bonding part with of the game. Alright, we lost a lot of stress here. That's good. We cannot merge raiding armies outside of our... it's pronounced... Ethaned. Oh dear. I think I need to go with you into a voice chat to really understand how this is supposed to work. I really struggle to understand such things by reading them. I also have real big trouble to read the... I don't know how it's called in English, but there's a way of writing to write sounds, like a noise writing. I don't know how it's called in English. I only know the German word for that. Oh no, I'm ill. Oh, I always keep forgetting the doctors. I always keep forgetting the doctors. So let's see. Is any of those actually a physician? Oh man. No. Dang. Both of them fail to impress me. No. It's not helpful here. Icelandic. Phonetics. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Tide of Battle. Reva. Raid speed. Wow! Raid speed 100%. In and out. Wow. Raiding is so much fun. Overall, Nordic cult civilizations are a lot of fun in this game. Alright, I got enough resources to go for something bigger. And let's see. I'd really try to grab myself some allies. Well, Nerik. Yeah, why not? I mean, marrying my son away to somebody inside the family might be quite good. Let's see. Ugly. Dwarf. Is there anything positive? Pretty. Sadistic, stubborn, and craven woman, but she's pretty. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Sadistic, lustful, gregarious. At least it's fun with her. So let's do this. Icelandish has these. I see. I see. Alright. My good friend has married here. My son, I mean. And, alright. Let's disband our army, and let's see. These guys are allied, and I really want to invade these guys. Oh yeah, another feast. That's good. Ooh, lucky me. The illness went away without a physician. That's really good. Because we need to wait a little bit longer before the physician can be here. So, had interesting conversation, diplomacy, and learning plus. Chiefess Inga. Well. Wait a sec, that was the wrong button. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Why don't we talk a little bit more about you instead? Oh, also, I've got still people to sacrifice. Alright, we're going to pay some ransom here. Trade routes. Well, who are you? And okay, well, why not? I don't want to alienate my southern neighbors because I feel like it's a lot easier to keep the war up here and be friends with the other people. You want to learn phonetics? Oh yeah, phonetics are really, really useful. I agree with that. So we're not illustrious. I could subjugate that guy. Make him my vassal. Nah. We're starting to slice his country apart. Man, I can't do war often enough in this with this game. It's so much fun. The music is so cool. Alright, they are going for a counter engagement here. Rest for the weary. Sweaty, tired, and in need of food. A long day of training is coming to an end. Okay. So, the soldiers are whispering about ghosts. Alright. No, we won't be venturing inside some old ruins. Well, phonetics are just a very universal way of communicating, so everybody who has learned these can communicate, can understand you. It is very, very useful. It's not. It doesn't only seem like that. It is. So. So someone is plotting to murder one of my champions. Oh no. That's very, very unfortunate. Okay, we got another prisoner. High Chiefess. Okay. How much money? Ooh, 50 bucks. Let's execute her nevertheless. Dread is very powerful. So, where are those holdings? It's so hard to find those holdings. There's another one. Alright. 300 men want to attack me? Seriously? Oh no, here they are. So... we have to head back home. That's okay, though. I was already wondering. But I hope we'll make it in the remaining time. Doesn't look good. But we'll just relieve that. Or will they make it in the last few moments? Well... highly unlikely. Very, very last moment. Oh well, whatever. We're taking that back, no problem. So, a little bit sad that this went down. Such a it must have been just 5 days or something like that. So we're going to split our army now, though, because I don't need to. So here. And let's do this. My weaker army is staying up here and reclaiming my old areas, and my stronger army is stopping these dogs in their tracks. So here we go. That should be working out really good. Another child, Eiriker. Awesome. Bang. Take that. We are now conquering your lands. Alright. Also taken back my own holdings and a new partial perk. Awesome. Alrighty. Well, what a nice start it is. I really played that first war quite bad, or the first part of that war, because I should have known that they would do that. They always do that. They always try to counter-invade your own area, your own country. Oh no, they're my army is losing here. But I think we can enforce demands nevertheless. Seriously, because you are at 99%. You guys are thinking now you would be winning against me. Cute. Alright, here we go. Stop being delusional, you fools. Okay, I finally understand. So you took the reading now and you understand it now. I'm impressed, and that's really no sarcasm here. I really love it when people dig down that stuff here. So Temple of Uppsala. I didn't know that I even got this one. Temple at Uppsala serves as a religious center for large parts of Scandinavia. The sacred tree stands near the temple next to a well similar to that of legendary Yggdrasil. Cool. Alrighty, so let's do this. Well, let's build here. War camps. I really like that. More firepower. I got the ball rolling while you were Googling. Yeah, well, we're at almost 3,000 soldiers now. I mean, it's mostly Levi's, sure, but we're quite good now. And I will now go for the end of today's first stream. So I'm going to take a break about like 15 minutes or such. And then I'll be back with some casual streaming. I think everybody who's interested to give me some ideas, feel free to drop them into the Discord. I thank everybody hanging around here tonight so much for watching, and very, very happy to see you back here, Soul Ghost. Much appreciated. And apart from that, daily streams at 10 p.m. Central European Time Zone during the week, Monday to Friday, happening. Drop me a follow if you want to stay notified, and catch you guys later when we're joining back into that. See you soon!